Unit 8. Listening.
I wonder if Ellen's new boyfriend will be at the play tonight. I'm dying to meet him.
Me too, but I don't think we'll get much of a chance to speak to him. There's only a short interval between acts. There won't be much time to talk, even if she does introduce us. It doesn't matter though. They say you can form an opinion of someone within the first 15 seconds of meeting them.
How's that possible? Especially if they don't speak at all.
Language isn't just about speaking. Body language can say a lot about you, especially what kind of culture you're from. I learned that when I was travelling abroad. Certain gestures and mannerisms we think are universally understood often mean something totally different in another culture.
Yes, you might be right. I remember reading about a mistake an American president made some years ago.
Oh yes?
He arrived in Australia for his first visit there. He knew there would be a crowd waiting for him, and he wanted to impress them. So, he stood at the top of the stairs of his aeroplane and, as he looked down at the crowd below him, he held up both hands high in the air. Then, he put 2 fingers up to make the famous peace sign. It was something he was used to doing in the USA and elsewhere.
Then what happened?
Well, the people in the crowd were very offended, and the president couldn't understand why. He didn't realise that the gesture he'd made had a very different and very offensive meaning in Australia, and he just insulted the people he was hoping to impress.
A similar thing happened to some friends of mine in Thailand. They went to a concert to watch a singer perform on stage. They found seats in the front row and sat down with their legs stretched out in front of them. Then, at the end of the show, the manager of the club told them they'd really insulted the singer.
Why?
Because in Thailand, it's very impolite to point your feet at a person.
Another thing we do a lot in Western countries is point at things to help explain what we're saying. But in many Asian countries, such as China, pointing with your finger is considered quite rude.
So how would you point then?
Well, you're supposed to make a gesture with your hand facing downwards instead of pointing with your finger.
So body language can be dangerous. You need to think carefully about the way you do things.
I'm not sure what this has to do with us forming an impression of Ellen's boyfriend, though. He's unlikely to offend us in 10 minutes with some sort of cultural misunderstanding.
Yes, I know. But it's not just the gestures that a person makes. You can tell by the way someone is standing or looking at you whether they are shy or confident and things like that. If you stand with your arms folded, it shows you are defensive, for example.
But it could just mean that you're shy.
Yes, along with not making eye contact. Avoiding eye contact could mean you're shy, but it could also suggest that you're not trustworthy, that you've got something to hide.
I don't think that'll be the case with Ellen's boyfriend. I'm sure he'll be very nice. But I take your point. Body language can say a lot about you.